Who moved the boundary stone? I made a point of reading Prince William's recent statement on the Israel-Hamas war. This war has caught the public's attention and shifted other wars, battles, conflicts and troubles from our view. But thinking about ongoing wars and, frankly, possible wars in the near future, I've been trying to discern God's profound wisdom for humanity. God has placed boundaries for our lives, most obviously moral and spiritual. They help us live well together, they promote mutual respect, they enable our best welfare. Think of the rules for a good game of football: a pitch, a referee, yellow and red cards and so on. These boundaries make the football game go so much better than a free-for-all. Such boundaries were also given by God for groups, peoples and nations. One of the stranger emphases in ancient Israel's life was the importance of boundary stones. And you don't move boundary stones. Proverbs 22 verse 28, do not move an ancient boundary stone set up by your ancestors. Words repeated in the next chapter, verse 10. This recalls the God-given ancient Israel law, Deuteronomy 19 verse 14. Do not move your neighbour's boundary stone set up by your predecessors in the inheritance you receive in the land the Lord your God is giving you to possess. I know national boundaries are mostly set by humanity. They don't always reflect peoples or preferences. Nevertheless, moving boundary stones is a dangerous policy. It upsets your neighbour. It means any of us could lose our inheritance. God's call is to love our neighbour, to respect and care for them, and not to covet anything of our neighbour. Respecting boundary stones is profound teaching. It's doing human life well. It helps mutual flourishing. It's needed today among the nations, where it feels puffed up men, is it always puffed up men, look to puff up their territory as if greatness is measured by land mass. The philosopher Job says in his book, chapter 24, verse 2, there are those who move boundary stones. They pasture flocks they have stolen. I'm not saying that a nation's boundaries are always correct, but I am saying we need to work towards good neighbourliness, indeed loving our neighbours so much that the boundary stones become less important as we care for each other more and more. Prince William wants to see an end to the fighting as soon as possible, and he hopes and trusts a brighter future can be found. It may be better realised if nations don't go moving boundary stones.